the Heavenly Father, true names of Yahweh, His only begotten Son, Bahashem, and then Mashiach Yahushua. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Wakadash no tongue. And I say Barak Thumb to the elders, while Akim and Akwaf, and I say Shalom. Back out here again, highways and hedges to teach us the concourse. I was out here earlier today, so I'm back out here again once again. This time around on this Wednesday afternoon, December the 18th, 2024. And the Wadi Haba Shemin Shai, as always, for giving us an increasing opportunity chance to come out and do so. As we continue to lift up the names of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Mashiach Yahushua. And once again, Barak Thumb to the elders, while Akim and Akwaf, and I say Shalom. And the Wadi Haba Shemin Shai, as always, for encamping us about the holy angels when we out here teaching, brought along with the elders, while Akim, the Wadi Haba Shemin Shai for them. And this is the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. Chapter 28, verse 8. It says that the prophets I have before thee, before the bold, prophets I both against me, that's the kingdoms of war, evil and pestilence. When I say the prophets before thee, before the bold, there's not my forefather Jeremiah, the prophets of old, this one too. These prophets are great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil and pestilence. That's what we do in modern times, the spirit of our forefathers. And these are modern times, the signs of times, we out here prophesying of these great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. So these war, evil, and pestilence that we said in our wars, though, is going to continue to increase. And like I said, increasing biblical signs and signs of times. As we continue to occupy prophecy, sounding alarm, more trumpet, and so on and everything. And prophesying these great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. In these modern day times that we're going to continue to see an increase. Because these are the modern day increasing biblical signs and signs of times, Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 9. It says, the prophets I have before thee, before the whole prophesy both. It says that Jeremiah 28, verse 9, the prophets which prophesied, it says, the which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass. Then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh has should be saved. Right, comment. And this is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 46, and it reads, Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 46, and it reads, it says, and these shall heart fain ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. And a rumor shall come both 1 year, after that another year shall come in rumor. God's land rule against rule, right? As we see, God's land rule against rule. And this is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1. It says, thus saith Yahweh, I will raise up against that against that this up that rose up against me and destroy me. Prophet Jeremiah 51, verse 2. It says, I will send unto Babylon. It says, I will send unto Babylon. Families that shall family. Shall enter your ministry and their church against the word of Babylon. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 3. And it gives him that biddeth that the horseman is well by those horses listening. And it gives him that left himself up in his right. His faith is not for well, and his faith is not on place. And Prophet Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 4. It says, thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, they that are thrust through their streets. This is the prophet Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 5, and reads through the Holy Scriptures. It says, for Israel has not been forsaken, right? Even to this day have not been forsaken. Nor Judah of Yahweh, of his power, of Yahweh of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 6, it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon. Why so as Israelites? Mentally and spiritually flee out of the midst of Babylon. And deliver every man the soul be not cut off for iniquity. But this is the time when I was visited, he will bring up unto her a recompense. Also, he will bring up unto her a recompense. And recompense of modern day Babylon. Jeremiah 51, verse 7, it says, Babylon has been a golden cup in your house, saying, that made all the earth drunk. The nations had drunk the wine, and the nations not made. Right, because the nation's been drunk off that Babylonian juice. This is modern day spiritual Babylon. This is modern day Tower of Babel. This is modern day spiritual Babylon. Now we see the nations are rise up against modern day Babylon. It says, it says, Babylon is set before which war, however, take down for a pain, so that you can do it. So those are hidden for Babylon, and Babylon is the equals in that for other countries seen. Jeremiah 51, verse 9. Who would have fear about me, but see to do it. And said the Lord, let us go through once his own country, but let us into heavens, and it's lifted up to skies. Right, so the judges of Babylon has been reached to heavens, and it's lifted up into skies, even states in the day. Jeremiah 51 verse 10, it says, and the power of Yahweh has brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare, it to Zion in the works of Yahweh our power. Jeremiah 51 verse 11, make right the arrows, right those arrows, those missiles, and gather the shields. It says, the power of Yahweh has raised up the spirit of the kings and Medes, right? Isaiah 13 verse 17. For his device against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of power and vengeance of sin. Right, so the heavenly Father will reign vengeance of modern day spiritual Babylon. And because of his temple as well too, are his people, the Israelites, from the ancient times, and we see it in modern times. Just like he reigned vengeance of ancient Babylon against his temple, or his people, the Israelites, just like in ancient times, and we're going to see it once again in modern times. Jeremiah 51 verse 11. Make like the arrows, and gather the shields, and Yahweh has raised up the spirit of the kings and Medes, but his device against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh and the vengeance of his temple, or his temple, or the people of the Israelites. Jeremiah 51 verse 12. It says, Jeremiah 51 verse 12. Jeremiah 51 verse 12. It says, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make one strong, set up the watchman. It said, prepare the windows and make power. As broken lines and that which is making this and I think it was I guess those two Edomites, those are the same two Edomites that rode up on the bike. They was right by the stop sign. I believe it was like last week or something that they was asking me to join the church. And we are, we're joining the church that behind my Shimon chapter. So like scripture says, the Heavenly Father, for the Heavenly Father, Yahweh does the way for the temple that they need. So we're not joining the church. We're joining the church of Yahweh by Shimon chapter. Now I just want to add a side note to that. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 12. It says, set up a stand upon the walls of Babylon, make one strong, set up the watchman, prepare the windows for the arm of my house has broken eyes and done that we can step against the houses of Babylon. Jeremiah 51 verse 13, O God, to dwell upon many waters and on the church by when it's come in the measure of our covetousness. Jeremiah 51 verse 14, and the power of the hour of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will give you the men as with a banquet. They shall look at the shop and see. Jeremiah 51 verse 15, he had made the earth by his power, he had established the world by his wisdom, he had stretched out the heavens by his understanding. Jeremiah 51 verse 16, it says, when he uttered his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens. He caused the vapor to ascend from the ends of the earth to make it like the rain, he made it for the winds of his river. Jeremiah 51 verse 17, it says, every man is driven by his knowledge, and every fire is supplied by his reverence. But his altar is falsehood, there is no refuge. Like Psalms 96 verse 5. This is Jeremiah 51 verse 18. It says, they are vanity in the works of heaven in the time of visitation shall perish. About Jeremiah 51 verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like him, for he is the form of all things, and Israel is a righteous inheritance. And Yahweh of hosts is his name. Jeremiah 51 verse 20, that are my battle axe to go to war, you have a great peace of nation. So that shows you that the Heavenly Father is a man of war, like it says in Exodus 15 verse 3. That are my battle axe to go to war, while the after all principal are his battle axe to go to war. That are my battle axe to go to war, with thee I will break the peace of nations, and with thee I will restore peace. Jeremiah 51 verse 21, and with thee I will break the pieces. The portion is wrong, with thee I will break the pieces, and surely is right. Jeremiah 51 it says, with thee I will break the pieces. It says, with thee I will break the pieces. With thee I will break the pieces. Jeremiah 51 it says, I will also break the pieces. The sheriff and his flock, thee I will break the pieces. And I will break the pieces of husbands and his yoke of oxen. Thee I will break the pieces of captains of roots. Jeremiah 51 verse 24, it says, and I will bring the unto Babylon into all the inhabitants of Chaldea, and all the evil that they had done in your sight. Jeremiah 51 verse 25, it says, this is Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 25. It says that it says, nation not turn to the stone, building of the stone for foundations, but thou shalt be blessed forever, and say, 51 verse 57 reads, it says, set up a standard, Jeremiah chapter 51, Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 27. It says, set up a standard, prepare the basis, this are false together, this are it says, prepare against her releases with the kings and meetings while the Russians against Babylon. Isaiah 13:17. It says, the captains of Rome, all the rich that Rome, all the lands of his dominion. This is the prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 29. It says, the land shall tremble with sorrow, and every purpose of the power shall be felt in his right. It says, against Babylon, prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 30. The mighty man of Babylon, twice the old and his field. It says, they might have filled and become as women, they have burned up dwelling places, my bars road. Get to that Revelation, the 18th chapter. So we definitely see the increasing the downfall of modern day Babylon the Great as we continue prophesy and check down modern day Babylon the Great. This is Revelations 18 verse 1. It says, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was out for his glory. Revelations 18 verse 2, and he cried mighty with that strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, it's fallen. So that's what modern day Babylon that's why we see the downfall. That's why we see the Revelations 18 verse 3. It says, all the nations shall jump and only about their fornication, and the kings of the earth will open their fornication for them, and the mercies of the earth are right switched with the backs of the earth. Revelations 18 verse 4. It says, I heard another voice from heaven saying, that you do not protect their sins or see them for blood. Right, it's like an angel of the children speaking, like it says in Revelations 18 verse 4, for the children of Israel, to come out of the ways of Babylon, mentally and spiritually. Because what it promotes, evilness, wickedness, unrighteous decrees. We got to come back into the ways of the Babylonian child, especially. And this is Revelations 18 verse 4. We read it again. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that you be not protect her sins, receive out of her plagues. Revelations 18 verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached to heavens, and Yahweh has remembered her iniquities, right? Modern day Babylon Great. For the sins have reached to heavens, and the Heavenly Father has remembered her iniquities still to this day. Just like in ancient times, and we see it in modern day times. Like it says in Ecclesiasticus 1 verse 9, there's no good thing in the sun. This is Revelation chapter 18 verse 6. It says, war her even as she wore to you double, according to her works, and the cup which she had filled to her double. Revelations 18 verse 7. And once she had glorified herself in this position, so much more the gift that she has said, Revelations 18 verse 8. It says, therefore shall the things come one day that one family, and she should be one of Revelations 18 verse 8. Revelations 18 verse 9. It says, things of the world have been fornication. That this in the word of the Revelations 18 verse 10. Standing upon all the good and 27. Revelations 18 verse 17, But in one house of riches comes not, and shipments, and all the company ships and sailors, and immediate straight they saw the smoke of the burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Revelation 18, verse 19. And they cast us in their heads and found people dwelling, saying, and last that great city, wherein made rich, and that have ships, and reason, that have crossing as well, and ships made blessing. Revelation 18, verse 23, it says, rejoice not heard by the heavens, only the houses and the prophets, and for the honor has been for you and heard. Revelation 18, verse 23. Took me stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus will abolish that great city Babylon, and land which shall be found no more at all. Right, thus that great city Babylon should be thrown down, should not be found any more at all. Modern day spiritual Babylon. That's why we're prophesying this. And Yahweh Hashem and Shah is going to throw down modern day Babylon with the nuclear fire and riding off the chariots. For the chariots, it's like a war. Revelation 18, verse 22. Revelation 18, verse 21. It says, and a mighty angel said against the person passing into the sea, saying, thus will Father saying, great city Babylon, Revelation 18, verse 22. It says, and the voice of the harpers and musicians and the pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more in all the deep, and no craftsman whoever crafted thee shall be found any more in thee. And the sounds and the millstones shall be heard no more in all the deep. Revelation 18, verse 23. It says, in the light of the candle shall be shined no more in all the deep, and the voice of the bridegrooms and of the bride shall be heard no more in all the deep. For thy merchants were great men of the earth, for thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Revelation 18, verse 24, and her was found the blood of the prophets and the saints, and all that was slain upon the earth. Right, so that's why that great reward is coming to modern day Babylon Great, what it did to the servants of prophets, the servants of prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, and deceived the nations by sorcery, and still to this day. So that's why we're going to be seeing that increasing downfall of modern day Babylon Great. So modern day Babylon is going to be destroyed by nuclear fire and chariots that have fought, and chariots like a war, like I mentioned before. So we're going to continue to be in the spirit of prophesying against modern day Babylon Great, and we're seeing the downfall is up, and the show is forth in modern day time. And we're seeing the nations out rising up against modern day Babylon Great. The Heavenly Father's going to push that spirit forward, and the nations are rising up against Babylon. We see an increase in the downfall of Babylon, so we're going to continue to chant down Babylon. We're going to continue to prophesy against Babylon. And this is this is Psalms 137, verse 8. It says, "Oh Lord, about to be destroyed, and that should be that outside us." Like so, that great war of judgment is coming into mind of Babylon great. So the Lord of Babylon will be destroyed, but in one hour like judgment come. So that see Babylon will come down for judgment, like how Hashem and Shah. So I'm going to switch up the topic and get a shout out. I meant to say Salaki. I meant to say Shalom to your hockey, and that's on the comment board. Barak come to you and yours, your household, and I say Shalom. Now, if we switch up the topic and get into that Revelation 13 chapter, as we see in the more pushing forth this central digital bank currency of this cashless society in order to buy yourself, which is the pushing of the RFID and the CHIP, right along with the dogma of the MOTB. The MARK of the beginning and C in order to buy yourself. So they're going to want you to have that implementation to insert that technology that they want you to store in your body, which is the water part of your body and the other part of your body in order to buy yourself. This is going to be a new form of currency, a new form of way of living in order to buy yourself. And that's the soon becoming of the MOTB, of the RFID and the CHIP, the MARK of the BEASC. So this is a major prophecy that's about to come to pass and be fulfilled. And this is what we out here prophesying about. So this is definitely a major prophecy that's about to come to pass and be fulfilled. So we see an increasing growing signs of it. You have Revelation 13, verse 16. It says, "It calls all or small, great, rich, and poor, free, and bond, to receive a commandment in their right hand or in their left hand, which means yes." Right, so even if you're rich and poor, free, and bond, to receive that commandment, and then you should insert in the right part of your body and the other part of your body in order to buy sin. Words are fuzzy in today's society. Revelations 13 verse 17, it says, "Let no man live by the sin, say that whoever the rock or the name of sea or his name." Revelations 13 verse 18, it says, "Here is wisdom, and man understanding. But the name of the that sea for his number of man, his number is SIX, his word SIX." Revelations 14 verse 8, it says, "There followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she had drink." It said, "Because she had made all the nations drink the wine of wrath, her fornication," right to this day. Revelations 14 verse 9, it says, "And the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the BEASC in his image, and whosoever receiveth the prerogative in his ever all evil to he will retain." Revelations 14 verse 10, "The same shall drink the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath and power was poured out mixture in his cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb." Right. So if you take that prerogative, be part of it, of the RFID of this prerogative of the BEASC that they want you to insert in the upper part of your body, the outer part of your body, in order to private seal, you're going to get hit with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. Revelation chapter 14 verse 11. Revelations 14 verse 11. It said, "Spoke of the atonement of sin of heaven." It says, "They that no rest day or night who worship the BEASC of his image, and whosoever receiveth the prerogative in his name." Revelations, it's Revelations 3 verse 10. And this is the book of Revelation, chapter 3 verse 10. It reads, it said, "Because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." Right, so as long as we continue to keep the patience, the words and the patience of Yahweh Shemashah, they'll keep us in the hour of temptation. So once again, this is a major prophecy that's about to be passed fulfilled. The son of this NLTV, like you can see, of this BEASC, what's probably said. Now, if we bring up that second ministry name chapter, as we continue to measure the time diligent itself, occupying the prophecies, and prophesying in your country, the kings of war, even. And this is second Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. "He answered me, David said, measured out the time diligently himself, but thou seest the cross of the signs past, which I had told before." Like so, the signs past, which I had told before. He spoke of this from the days of before the beginning. So signs past, which he had told before, which he told that from our forefathers during their times. They measured the time diligently themselves. They were sounding the alarm, blowing trumpet, occupying the prophecies, prophesying of these great countries and great kings over war and vessels. And now we see that back on the scene in modern day terms. We see increasing prophecies that's so about to come to pass and fulfilled, and increasing biblical signs. That's what the Heavenly Father told us to measure the time diligently itself. Continue to be on our watch, occupying the prophecies, sounding the alarm, blowing trumpet, prophesying of this great countries, great kings like war, evil, and vessels. Because the Heavenly Father has made us a watchman to the house of Israel. This is second Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. I'm going to read again for edification's sake. It says, he answered me then and said, measured out the time diligently himself, what thou seest the parts of the signs past, which I had told you before. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 2. Then thou shalt understand it is a very same time when the highest which the Heavenly Father out will begin to visit the world which he made. Right, so you're going to see that increasing visitation from the Heavenly Father out himself. As he created the heavens and earth, is the Heavenly Father out. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 3. It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, upwards people world." Right, so increasing earthquakes and increasing upwards people world. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 4, it reads, "Then thou shalt well understand that the Most High Power spake of these things from the days of before the even from the beginning." Right, so the Heavenly Father spoke of these very important signs from the days of before the even from the beginning. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 5, "For like all that is made the world had a beginning and the ends manifest." Where we see that being shown forth more and more, especially biblical signs and signs of times and certain prophecies that got to come past and fulfilled. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 6, it says, "Even so the times also the highest, which is the Heavenly Father Yahweh, have plain beginning and wonder and powerful works and any effects of signs." Right, so the Heavenly Father is going to continue to show forth the increase of these powerful works and any effects of signs. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 7. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 7. It says, "Everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and my favor we have lived." Right, so through our continuing increasing through our works and our favor we have what we believe we should be saved. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 8. shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my name. But then my borders, for I have sanctified them from me from the beginning. Right, so as long as we out of one rock side, that we be preserved from the said perils, out of one rock side. Second, Ezra chapter 9 verse 9, then shall they be in purification which they have abused my ways, that they have cast away the spiteful shall the world of torment. Right, so cast away the ways of that body house, the spiteful shall the world of torment. So it's very important. You got to keep the righteous ways of God. Second Ezra 9 verse 10, it said, for such as in the like to have received benefits, having like received the benefits and having has a kingdom since his day. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 11, and they that have loved my cause will cause that your man to let from the house. What's good before the flex since his day? Cause that your man to let that way. That's James. This is eventually begins since since 4 verse 1. Second Ezra 9 verse 11, they that have loved my cause will have to be uplifted. And it's in place of the pictures. This whole thing said the spot Christ is his head. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 12, it says, the same as Lord hath done by me. Second Ezra 9 verse 13. Therefore be thou my hearers, hallelujah. It says second Ezra 9 verse 13. And therefore be thou not hearers how the ungodly should be punished, but inquire how the righteous should be saved. Whom the world is, for whom the world is created. So we are continuing to inquire how the righteous should be saved, whom the world is, for whom the world is created. Fishing for the elect, one for the football, 12 out of Israel, and continue to be Israel's parents, and continue to make an uncle that show as well too, to the best of our ability. So we're going to continue to inquire how the righteous should be saved, whom the world is, for whom the world is created. This is the Israelites. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 14. Then answer I and say, Second Ezra 9 verse 15. I had said before, now I'm speaking. Let's speak it also hereafter. There should be many of them that which perish, of them that which should be saved. Second Ezra 9 verse 16. Like as a wave greater than a drop. And this is second Ezra chapter 15 verse 1 from the apocryphal books of the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, it says, behold, speak thou of the ears of my people, the words of prophecies, which I put, like I said, by so here I will speak of the words of prophecies unto the children of Israel. These are the very first words of the prophet. Second Ezra chapter 15, it says, cause them to be written, and they are made true. Right, so the words of the Holy Scriptures is written, they are written, and they are written true. Second Ezra chapter 18 verse 3, it says, fear not the administration against them, that they may really have the trouble against them. Second Ezra 15 verse 4, it says, for all the unfaithful shall be at ease, and unfaithful be from non-believers. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 5, it says, behold, said, I will that thy own legs upon the earth, and sword found that destruction. Right, that's that righteous visitation from Second Ezra 15 verse 6, it said, the wickedness have received the whole earth, and the whole world shall fulfill even since this day. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 7, it says, therefore saith Yahweh, verse 8, it says, and I will hold my tongue more as they touch their wickedness, which they can to commit. Neither I will suffer them in those things which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry to me, and the souls and the just proclaim the easy right to this day. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 9, it says, therefore saith Yahweh, that I will show the avengers that receive unto me all innocent blood from among them. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 10 reads, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, right still to this day. And I will not suffer them now in the land of Egypt, right? This is my spiritual Egypt. Second Ezra 15 verse 11, but I will bring them out with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the wings thereof. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 12, and it reads, it says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with plagues upon them. Second Ezra 15 verse 13, take the branch of God, for the sea shall fill with the glass of hell, with the quick consolation. Second Ezra 15 verse 14, it says, woe to the world and live in the world again. Right, the world evil is not going to destroy. So second Ezra 15 verse 14, woe to the world and live in the world again. Second Ezra 15 verse 15, it says, for the sword and the trouble of all, and one person shall stand up and fight against another swords, like persecution, but not their swords broken. Verse 16, but there shall be sedition, and men over one another. They should not regard their kings or their princes, because the princes have not regard great divisions, great seditions, great uprisings, uproars in the world, and seditions among the citizens against the enemies of power, which is going to continue to increase throughout the whole planet Earth. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 17, it says a man should desire to go into a city, should not be able to. Right, it's going to be a time where a man should desire to go into a city, should not be able to. Second Ezra 15 verse 18. But because of that pride, the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. White Proverbs 16, verse 18, Proverbs verse 20, speaking of Second Hedges 15, verse 19, that says, a man shall have a good from his neighbor, but shall destroy the house of the sword and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread they shall nation. Yeah. Amos 8, verse 11, verse 13, and Matthew 24, verse 12 as well, too. And Matthew 24, verse 12. So Rock 39, verse 28 to verse 30 as well, too. Get to that Isaiah 19 and verse 2. There's going to be the modern day Egyptian against the modern day Egyptian. The prophet Isaiah chapter 19 verse 2. It says, I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. They shall fight everyone against brother, everyone against the neighbor, see what we can see, kingdom against kingdom. Like great wisdom of the nations, which we're going to be seeing. Now, I'm going to switch the topic up and get into that Matthew, the 24th chapter. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6, where 11 outside speaking. It says, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, so we're going to be seeing it just like the outside spoke in Matthew 24, verse 6. And we're going to be seeing increasing of these wars and rumors of wars, which we're seeing. Nuclear escalation between the nations. We're going to continue to see increase throughout the whole planet Earth, especially up there in the Middle East, which is West Asia. So we're going to be seeing those increasing nuclear escalations going to continue to increase. So that's a prime example that we're going to be continue seeing the increasing of these wars and rumors of wars. Now we're starting to see these actual wars and rumors of wars. Start to be actual nuclear wars. That's how we're going to continue to increase. It's going to show forth that more and more and more. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, so increasing nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Different ethnicity, you have an armed group clashing against one another. Nuclear escalation are increasing. So nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. So modern day nations going against one another, and modern day kingdoms going against one another. Right along with the earthquakes in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and plagues on top of that as well, too. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. Read it again. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Matthew 24, verse 8. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Right, so all these increasing biblical signs of the heavenly Father showing us in these very important times that we're currently in, that we're about to further into as well, too. This is going to continue to show more and more increasing biblical sorrows. We'll continue to see increase more and more. Matthew 24, verse 9. They shall know that they be left to be afflicted, and they shall pay all their own. And you shall be able to more misses from the presence of the Lord. That's going to occur in their lives. Matthew 24, verse 10. Then shall they many be offended, and they shall betray one another, and they shall hate one another. That's going to happen as well, too. Matthew 24, verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise, shall deceive many. Right, so increase of false prophets shall rise, shall deceive many. Matthew 24, verse 12, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, right? Lawlessness and iniquity. This is Matthew 24, verse 13. It said, but he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So out on the rock side, that will continue to endure to the end, the same shall be saved. This is the Israelites, the sons of Christ, and heavenly Father. Matthew 24, verse 14. And the gospel of the kingdom shall be pushed unto all the world for a witness, unto all nations that it shall come. Also, we're seeing signs of that. So the gospel of the kingdom of the heavenly Father, Yahweh, so we got the Son of Masha, it's being preached unto all the world for witness, unto all nations that they shall come. So we see increasing signs of it. That's a 100% positive thing to see that, hey, the Wadi Habasha Masha. And this is the book of Romans. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of God, that you present your bodies as a sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, reasonable service. So this is our reasonable service inside of Heavenly Father Howard, as us being the Israelites, the servants, prophets, and these are modern terms, like ancient terms. So this is our reasonable service inside of Heavenly Father Howard. Coming out here on the highways and hedges to keep us concourse, building Israel to the marriage, continue fishing for the elect, wanting to go off to trust Israel, and continue making our followers sure as well too. Standing how you system. So, we're standing for righteousness to the best of our ability. And, occupying the prophecies, sounding alarm, doing trouble, and so no never. Prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms, of war, evil, and pestilence, and standing up for righteousness on behalf of our nation, and standing up for righteousness on behalf of the Heavenly Father, Howard, and on behalf of my child. So this is our increasing reason of service inside of Heavenly Father, making our bodies live a sacrifice as we come out here on the highways and hedges, to the best of our ability, continue increasing more and more in the side of Heavenly Father, Howard. This is our increasing reason of service. This is Romans 12, verse 2. It says that so we're not we're gonna not be performed the way this world. The scripture says, even though we're of the world, not of the world, so we gotta continue in our mind, the way this world. Choosing the righteous path, the righteous inside Heavenly Father, continues to the best of our ability. It says in the book of 1 John 2, verse 15, it says, love not the world, because the hate of the world. And this is the book of Romans 13, verse 11. And that it says, knowing that the time that now is high time to wake out of sleep, but now is our salvation near than we believe. Right? So we see increasing, growing signs of it. The Heavenly Father showing us that us, the Israelites, now it's us high time to wake out of sleep. Coming back to where we are as being Israelites, choosing the righteous path, righteous ways. Romans 13, verse 13. Romans 12, verse 13. So let's say, this says, not as far as food, the days are here. Let us therefore cast out the works of darkness. Let us put on the armor of light. Right, so let us cast out the works of darkness. Let us put on the armor of light. This is the Heavenly Father's house. Like it says in Ephesians 6, verse 10. Romans 13, verse 13. It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in robbing drunkenness, not in turning wantonness, not striving evil. Romans 13, verse 14. It says, for put on you the hour of my child, and make not the rich for the flesh to fulfill the lust of the time. And this is the book of Ephesians, the 5th chapter, Salakia. Yeah, this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 15. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Right, continue to be walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Ephesians 5, verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Right, so we got to continue to redeem the time because the days are evil. Very important serious things that we're currently in, that we're about to approach this world too. So we got to continue to redeem the time because the days are on the evil. And we're going to continue to be circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Ephesians 5, verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Ephesians 5, verse 17, therefore be ye not unbalanced, but understand the word of God is. Ephesians 5, verse 18, and be not drunk with wine, and such. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. It says, find my brother, be strong in the power of Hashem, and child, and the power of his might. While we're going to continue to be strong in the power and trust in the power of his might, unto the Israelites. Ephesians 6, verse 11. It says, put on the this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 36 and verse 11. It says, put on the whole armor of power that you may be able to withstand this large secret. While we're going to continue to put on the whole armor of the power so we can understand this large secret. This is Ephesians 6 verse 4. What we actually have to express love and express kindness. Because the words of God is wisdom. Right, so we're going to continue to hold on to Heavenly Father. So this thing is about to see. And we've watched this flexibility against principalities, against spiritual powers of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Ephesians 6 verse 13. Wherefore take heed to you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the day of the Lord Jesus. Ephesians 6 verse 14 says, standing therefore have your loins, it says, standing therefore have your loins that are about truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. Right, so we're going to continue to run about loins about truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, so that's not good. Ephesians 6 verse 15, your feet should be the preparation of God's peace, like God's peace on the outside. Ephesians 6 verse 16, we're going to be all taking shit of faith, where people should be able to preach all the fire of God's wicked. So we're going to continue to push. We're going to continue to have a share of faith, and we'll be able to preach all the fire of God's wicked. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 17, it says, sitting in him with salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. So we're going to have on the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. That's the Israelites. Ephesians 6 verse 18, it says, praying always with all prayer and supplication, and watch their own sin with all perseverance and supplication. Continue to have that prayer and the outwashing of the child. Continue to have that prayer and the outwashing of the tongue. Now I'm going to get into the Colossians 4 verse 5 as usual, as always, the walk of outwashing of the child. You have Colossians chapter 34 verse 5, brother. This is wisdom towards them without, like I said, Isaiah 33 verse 6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time and the salvation and the fear of heaven God is treasure. So we're going to continue to walk in wisdom towards them without and this is prophet Isaiah. Yeah, this is prophet Isaiah chapter 55 verse 6. It says, "Now seek ye Yahweh, he may be found, come upon you while he's here." While as Israelites seek the heavenly Father, I will call upon him while he's here. Isaiah 55 verse 7, it says, "Then the wicked say his way, and our sins hearts, and return us from adverse Lord, return back to the ways of God, washing and shine, that he will put the partners as the Israelites. And as we return back to the righteous path and righteous ways, and some of the as being the chosen people, that's the Israelites. And that's why the Heavenly Father got us out of the highways and hedges to be the Israelites in the marriage. We got the official part of that for as well, too. So that's why it's very important. So it makes perfect sense. It's very important to seek the Heavenly Father how will he make found. Because the facilities of prophecy is not going to pass on the field and they have to have national trials in the end. We see an increase of signs of it. And this is the prophet Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. It says, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be stability at our times and the strength of salvation and the fear of the Heavenly Father and how that house of treasure." Right, so look at the words from biblically go into having that sound and stability. And that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times and the strength of salvation and the heavenly and fear of the Heavenly Father and how that house of treasure. Because the beginning of wisdom is fear of the Heavenly Father and how we turn back into him and having that wisdom and knowledge understanding from the how Hashem Hashem. This is the book of 2 This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 7, verse 14. It says, "If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray to seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, forgive their sins, fulfill their land." Right, so once we return back to the ways of God, Hashem Hashem, hey, here was heaven, forgive our sins, fulfill our land, so it's made to show the people us this much. And this is Proverbs, the 3rd chapter. Start at chapter 3, verse 5 to verse 6. And then I get to that Ecclesiastes. Yep, this is the book of Proverbs. Yep, Proverbs chapter 3 and Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5. It says, "Trust in Yahweh with all our heart, not about your mind, and lean not to our understanding." That's why I said, "Trust in the ways of Heavenly Father Yahweh." Proverbs 31:6, in all thy ways acknowledge him, he should direct our paths. Right, so the more we acknowledge the Heavenly Father Yahweh and return back unto him, as us being his chosen people, it says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, he should direct our paths. Right, so the more we acknowledge the Heavenly Father Yahweh, he shall direct our paths to the ways of righteousness, through the wisdom and understanding. That's coming back to who we are as being Israelites. Because because we're in the valley of dry bones. Now the dry bones is being wakened back up. Is a true awakening of the real Israelites, because we're returning back to who we actually are and putting that breath of life back into us, coming back to the ways of righteousness and choosing the wisdom and understanding inside of the Father power. So it makes perfect sense. The more we acknowledge that Father power, we should direct our paths towards the ways of righteousness. Now, if we bring up that book of Sirach, the 5th chapter. Yeah, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. It says, make no tarry to return to Yahweh and put on often day to day, but suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, and thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in their enemies. Right, so us Israelites make no tarry to return to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, put on often day to day, but suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, and they have security. This is the book of Luke, the 5th chapter, as always, the Lord God. This is the book of Luke, chapter 5, verse 20. It says, "Put on the whole Jerusalem, the law of the Lord, and the affliction, and put on the conscience of the Lord that cometh from down from heaven." Luke, chapter 5, verse 10. Ask God, thee to break down the righteousness which cometh from the Lord, and set up that in the light of the hand of the glory of the everlasting. Luke, chapter 5, verse 3. For God will show thy brightness unto every country under heaven. Luke, chapter 5, verse 4. For thy name shall be called of Yahweh forever, in the peace of righteousness, and the glory of Yahweh's worship. Luke chapter 5, verse 5, it reads from the apocryphal books of the Holy Scriptures. Arise, O Jerusalem, right? Because Jerusalem is a people before us, a place we represent Jerusalem. Arise, it says, arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about towards the east, and behold, thy children gather from the west and the east, by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of the Lord. Luke chapter 5, verse 6, for lay the prophet be afoot, and let away love, outcasts and most high hills and banks of long teams shall be passed down bounds for them. To make even the ground of Israel, make them safely in the glory of the Yahweh. Luke chapter 5, verse 8. Moreover, even the woods of every sweet smell shall overshadow Israel by the commandment of the Yahweh. Luke chapter 5, verse 9. For the Yahweh shall love Israel with the joy and the life of his glory, with the mercy and righteousness that come from him. It's that Isaiah 11 chapter, as always, the water kabash and shot. This is Isaiah chapter verse 10. It says, in the day that should be a wicked Jesse, right? So we are wicked Jesse by forefathers. That's what this means. Isaiah chapter verse 10. There shall be a wicked Jesse. There shall stand in the end time, for the people shall the Gentiles see his worship glorious. And there shall, this is his worship glorious. Prophet Isaiah verse 11. And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall send his hand again the second time. So the cup of the his people, which should be left from Syria and from Egypt, and from Pathros and from Cush, and from the land shall run into the sea. It's being scattered among all the nations. As Hosea 1 verse 10, Israel should be as the sand of the sea. Isaiah 11 verse 12, he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Right, the outcasts of Israel and dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Isaiah chapter 11 verse 13. The enemy also of Ephraim should depart, and the adversary of Judah should depart off. Ephraim should not envy Judah, and Judah should not vex Ephraim. Right, because Judah and Ephraim is coming back together as that one state, the northern kingdom, the southern kingdom, the top tribes. Isaiah 11 verse 14. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west. They shall spoil them at the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and should them shall obey. The prophet Isaiah chapter 11 verse 15, it says, in the power of Yahweh shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea with his mighty wind. So he shake his hand on the rivers, and shall smite Edom and set his face, and make him with dry shoulder. The prophet Isaiah chapter 11 verse 16, and there shall be a highway for the burden of his people. There shall be left for Syria, like as it was in the day that he came by the land of Egypt. Yeah, so that's why we continue to make my heart sure when coming out here on the highways and hedges and leading Israel to the marriage, whether they hear it or hear it, even if he prophesying anything. So we are here fishing for the 11 and 144 12 tribes of Israel, and out on the rock side that would be part of that restored ring of that 144 of all 12 tribes of Israel. This is second hedges. And we're going to continue to, we're going to continue to be in the spirit of prophesying against modern day Mount Sierra and Esau, Edom, prophesying against his kingdom as well too. And we said that Hebrews and there for signs of it, because for Esau's been the word Jacob given their father. So we are the descendants of Jacob, and that's the brother Esau. He came out first, and Jacob came out second as well too, on the head of Esau. So that shows you a resemblance of for Esau's been the word Jacob given their father. So we on the last legs of rulership of Esau, Edom kingdom. We're seeing downfall signs of it. We see that in progress as we're speaking. That's why we're prophesying against Mount Mount Sierra. We're prophesying against Esau, Edom, and Dumia, and Shasha, Edom, this way. This is second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, "Then answer I and say, what shall be the part of the son of the times, or when shall be in the first of the beginning of the father?" Second Ezra 6 verse 8. "And he say unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac and Jacob, when Esau was born of him." It says, that's a positive thing to see that they go up to our chart. Second chapter 9 verse 5. Right, so we get a concept in amazing society of Esau and the kingdom's fall. And we are prophesying against modern day Mount Sierra. This wicked rulership is coming to naught. We see that in Revelation 12 verse 12, and we see the increasing downfall of Esau, Edom as well too. Second Ezra 9 verse 5, all this great rule and getting out of end when it's been manifested. Right? So we see that certain forth. So we bring out that book of Obadiah, Salaki. Slip of the tongue of words. I'm not stuttering too, so Salaki for that. Yeah, let's see. Let's see, I look at Obadiah. Yeah, this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith God, we have heard a warning from the hour, and yet thou hast said the leader of life, that is rising to the Obadiah, verse 10, behold, I have made this fire, that are made this fires, like the Amalekites and the Edomites too. Obadiah, verse 10, it says, Obadiah 1 verse 4, Obadiah exalt himself as an eagle, like the eagle flying symbol. Esau Edom. It says, Obadiah exalt thy nest amongst the stars. Then this is what I bring the Lord said out. Obadiah 1 verse 5. If these kids eat, it will ravish by night. I thought I cut off where they have not sold it, so they have enough, and the great peoples came to thee, where they have less in groups. Obadiah 1 verse 6, how all the things of Esau search out, how all the hidden things are sought up. Obadiah 1 verse 7, all the men about the fragrancy have brought thee even to the borders. The men that would have peace with thee have deceived thee and prevail against thee, that thy eat thy bread and lay their born under thee, there is no understanding in him. Right, Esau Edom was together with the nations, now he turned against the nations, he had deceived the nations, he had laid their born under thee. So there's no understanding of Esau Edom. That's why it says in Job 13 verse 4, he's the ultimate forgery of liars. The ultimate, forgery of deceivers, because he's the ultimate deceiver of the planet Earth, because he had deceived the nations. That's why Scripture says they oppress a man in his own house and own heritage. That's Esau. Did that to the wrong nation, did that to the children of Israel, did that to the other nations as well too. That's why I'm saying the nations are rising against him. Job 18 verse 11. Obadiah chapter 1 and this is book of Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 8. It said, "Tell not in that day said Yahweh even destroy the wise men out of Edom and the understanding of the man of Esau." This is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 8. Obadiah 1 verse 9. It says, "All by mighty men and kings will be dismayed after everyone that the man of Esau was cut off by Solomon." Obadiah 1 verse 10. It says, "For thy gossip is thy brother Jacob, so shall cover you, and thou shalt be cut off the earth." Obadiah 1 verse 11. It says, "In that day thou sittest on the other side, and the day that the strangers taken away captive to his forces, and families to his gates, and cast lots upon the roof, like thou hast done." Obadiah 1 verse 12. Over the children of Judah in the day of judgment. Leadership that have those that have been proudly, have spoken proudly of their express right as Esau, even towards his brother Jacob. Just like it says in Ezekiel 35, verse 35, verse 2. Obadiah 1, verse 13, "Thou shouldest not have entered into the gates of my people, while the head fathers people who are the people of Israelites, and our forefathers and ancestors already unto us." It says, "In that day of their calamity, thou shouldst not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, or have let hands on their subjects in the day of their calamity." Obadiah 1 verse 14. "Leadership that has stood in the crossways to cut off those that did it." State, "Leadership that have left up those that did remain, those that have been dead remain in their tricks." This is book of Obadiah 1 verse 15. "For the day of power is still upon the evil of the nation that did to children of Israel." Psalms 83 verse 7. It says, "As thou hast done, shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon the other nations that to the children of Israel." Obadiah 1 verse 16. "For it said, for as ye have drinking upon my holy mountain, so shall all the eater drink continuously, and they shall drink, they shall swallow down as though they had not been." Obadiah 1 verse 17. It says, "But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and there shall be the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions." Obadiah 1 verse 18. It says, "In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau a stumble, and they shall kindle them, and they shall devour them. There shall not be any remain in the house of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken." This is shout out to that brother Howard, prophets of the scene, chapter 10. This is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 19. It says, "And they of the south." This is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 19. It says, "And they of the south shall possess the and they of the south shall possess the lands of Esau, and they of the plains of the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess the Gilead." This is Obadiah 1 verse 10. It says, "In the captivities of his hosts, and the children of Israel shall possess their captivities, even the captivities of Sephirah, and shall possess the cities." This is Obadiah 1 verse 21. It says, "The sequel shall come up in the mountains of Zion, and shall judge them against Esau, and the saber shall come up against." This is the book let's get into that book of Malachi. So we definitely going to be just going to see there from Esau, Edom's kingdom, as we're going to continue to practice our mission. I said I mentioned before. Malachi. We get to the second address, then I'm switching the topic. Second address, 16 on the verse. It says, "For Esau's in the world, Jacob given the father." Right, so Esau's in the world, Jacob given the father. So I'm going to switch the topic. Matter of fact, we get to that wisdom of Solomon in the 5th chapter. So this is more increasing confirmation that we're prophesying with Esau, Edom's kingdom. And then, we're prophesying about what Esau in the face, and so on. This is wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand before voters, and before the face of such that have afflicted them, and made them of his hungers." Like Esau, Edom, and kind of the labels of children of Israel from ancient times all the way to modern day times. This is 5 verse 2. It says when they shall see it, there should be trouble with fear, they should be amazed of the salvation. So far beyond what they look for, there is a sovereign Father's will, and they that repent and believe the Spirit shall work in themselves. And as was he we have a sometime in the original power of which wisdom sovereign Father's will. We fools and penalties on man's at his hand to that wisdom sovereign Father's Father. It says how is he is the it says, how is he the number among the children of God, about the Israelites, and his lots among the saints?
Right, that's what I said. I'll just wait my turn.
Yeah, so leave that there. Switch to the topic.
Right, that's all.
See?
That's what that's how I put my phone anyway.
So leave it right there. Switch to the topic. This is the St. Mark. This is the St. Mark chapter. That's verse 10. Slide. Yeah, this is the book of St. Mark chapter 3. Switch up the topic once again. This is the St. Mark chapter 3, verse 23. It says, we call them unto them and say to them, how can Satan cast out Satan? St. Mark chapter 3, verse 24. It says, if the kingdom be divided itself, the kingdom is sin. St. Mark chapter 3, verse 25. If the gospel divided itself, this is St. Mark chapter 13. St. Mark chapter 13, verse 7. It says, and when you should hear of wars and rumors of wars, we do not trouble for such things as need be, but the end shall be. Right, so we go as we it's like I brought it out in Matthew 4 verse 6. So it's basically like a cross-reference scripture, as a precept. So we definitely going to be seeing these increasing wars and rumors of wars. Just like we mentioned numerous times, we're seeing what's going on over in the Middle East. We're seeing Iran going against Israel, versus the Israel Defense Force, continuing using airstrikes over there in Damascus of Syria, over there in Aleppo, throughout different parts of Syria. And we're seeing what's taking place throughout Iraq, throughout Syria, throughout parts of Lebanon, throughout Gaza territory, over there in the Mediterranean Sea, over there in the Red Sea, over there in the Arabian Sea, over in the Gulf of Eden. So we're seeing increasing nuclear escalations heating up among the pro-Iranian groups going against the Israel Defense Force, especially Iran versus Israel. That's only going to continue to heat up over in their area. Right along with the Russian-Ukrainian situation, that's only going to intensify. China versus Taiwan, that's heating up. China versus Philippines, that's only going to continue to heat up. What's going on over there in the Korean Peninsula, North Korea versus South Korea, Japan, the United States. So these are the signs of an increasing of wars, and we start to see it actually being an increasing growing of nuclear escalation between nations as we can see. This is St. Mark 14, verse 8. Nations shall rise in station, build and continue. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places. There shall be famines and troubles, and these are the beginning of sorrows. So increasing the beginning of sorrows, which is going to continue to increase. Now I'm going to get into that Joel 3rd chapter. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, for behold, in those days in the time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah to Israelites. Joel chapter 3, verse 2. And I will gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, right over there in the Middle East, like I mentioned before numerous times. It says, and I will plead with them, right, to judge the armies of nations, and plead with them for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations of part of my land. Right, just like it says in the book of Luke 21, verse 34, Jerusalem should be tried down to the Gentiles be filled. And we see that in progress of the speaking of the Gentiles getting close to we got those three different nations over there. They have cast out some people. They have given them so even though you do have Israelites that scattered among those same nations, and all the coast of Palestine, which Israelites scattered over there as well too. It says, will you really be a recompense and if you recompense was swiftly speaking? Joel chapter 3, verse 5, because you have taken my silver and my gold and carried them into your temple, and brought the best things from the Israelites. Joel chapter 3, verse 6, and it says, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, right, the Edomites. Joel chapter 3, verse 7, behold, I will raise them up out of place where I sold them, and I will turn your recompense upon your own head, like those Edomites and those Ishmaelites. Joel chapter 4, verse 8, it says, now sell your sins to wilderness into the hands of the children of Judah, like Amalekites, Edomites, men, women, and children. They're going to be in the hands of Judah, and they're going to be sold into the Samaritans. Those people are going to give them till people fall off. I have spoken. Joel chapter 3, verse 9, it says, prepare ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare a war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, so that's what we're seeing is heating up over in the valley of Jehoshaphat, Armageddon, army by one. So, like it says in Revelations 11, verse 14, the second will pass, before the third will come quickly, which is Armageddon, army by one. That's what we're seeing. And this is the book of Joel. But mostly primarily the main focus over there in the Middle East. So that's going to continue to heat up over this area. And slowly but surely, as the heaven Father is gathering the nations are open, back to us to believe with them for his people, for his heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations. A big part of his land because there's a controversy to Zion, like it says in Isaiah, the 34th chapter. Shout out to that brother Albert once again, with props on the scene, just from the tweet. Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shemel Shabarakatah. He knows Yahweh Shemel Shabarakatah to you or yours. No, I'm not a black Israelite. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Israelites, they different shades of brown, to a lot of brown and darker brown. This is once again Shalom to that brother. He knows Barakatah to you or yours. Shalom. And this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares and swords and the Holy Ghost into spirits, and let the weak say I'm strong. Right, let the weak say I'm strong. These armies of nations are in that warlike mindset. Just like I mentioned again, when I was out here earlier today, we see it, it's like North Korea ain't getting no better. We've seen all these armies of nations continue to see them build up they rise up against the adversaries. As we've been mentioning this countless of times, we want to mention that once again. And we see in all these armies of nations, they in that warlike mindset. We continue to be seeing military spending been up at an all-time high. And I believe the Congress, I would say the Senate and the Congress, they have passed a military defense bill, if I'm not mistaken, because they can fund more military assistance to give to Ukraine and give to Taiwan, which they did previously, and I believe they passed the military spending bill of that as well too, to have more military spending in the United States Army just in case they come under threat from China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. So that's more signs of the nations are in a warlike mindset. Increasing wars and rumors of wars. Nation can continue. The second war passed before the third will come quick. But we definitely sure, like the weeks in strong, we're going to continue to see an increase. Just like Iran, they continue to building up their enrichment of uranium, of a nuclear capability to create more nuclear bombs, to create more increasing missiles. So that situation between Iran and Israel is only going to continue to heat up. Now we're starting to see that the weeks in strong, just like these pro-Iranian groups, even though they've been hit heavy with these airstrikes from the Israel Defense Force, but they're not going to back down. They're not going to let up. They're going to continue to increase. They're going to continue to be in solidarity with the Hezbollah. They're going to continue to be solidarity with the pro-Iranian groups. Like the Iranian of course, going against the Israel Defense Force. Then you're going to have Russia. They're going to continue to team up with Syrian arms and pro-Iranian groups. So the sequel of the chapter, this is the effect as we speak. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 10. It says, each of plowshares and swords and plenty hooks with the spears, and that the wicks and strong. Joel chapter 3, verse 11. It says, assemble yourselves, come all you heathen, and gather yourselves together round about little, because I know the ones come down over here. Joel chapter 3, verse 11. It says, let the heathen be wicked and cut up into God's Shabbat. It says, for I will sit and judge all the heathen round about, which is the armies of the other nations. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 13. It says, put ye in the city, come and eat down for the precious food, and the overflow of their wicked stream. Joel chapter 3, verse 14. It says, multitudes and multitudes in valid decision, for the day of the hours in valid decision. Right, so the day that had the Father's day of valid decision, God was supposed to pay Armageddon on by one. This is World War III. This is and this is the book of Revelations, 11, verse 14. Yeah, this is the book of Revelations, 11, verse 14. It reads, it said, the second one will pass, behold, the third will come quickly, while Armageddon, Armageddon one. So the second war of distress came to pass, and now the third war of distress coming quickly, because Armageddon, Armageddon one, World War III. That's what we're seeing. Now, if I'm going to get into that Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, as you've been seeing, the Russian-Ukraine situation is intensifying. And then we've been seeing Russia versus NATO be heating up as well, too. As of late, you've been seeing increased news articles about, representations of NATO to tell their NATO members to get prepared for war. Just in case they come under enemy threat from Russia and from Belarus. Just like Belarus and Russia a couple of weeks ago, they signed that deal for Russia with their Orshin missiles, I believe. They sent over there to Belarus for to be deported over there in the area. So we have a missile deployment over there in the area. They had announced that like 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. Because you have Belarus and Russia, they are increasing allies, military allies, but they still come under enemy threat from the Western countries, from under NATO as well too, while they have the ongoing Russia-Ukraine situations heating up as well too. So Russia, they're going to continue to be in that warlike mindset. Just like it says in Ezekiel 38 verse 4, that the Heavenly Father is going to continue to put that hopes and back in charge against Russia to be in that warlike mindset. Just like a week ago, like a week and a half ago, we had Russia launched their Russian missiles. They used that towards Ukrainian armies as well too. They said they had sent that nuclear warning to the Western countries, to NATO, and to the United States. That's why it was, I believe, like 2 days ago, we had a news article. I believe it's from the Jerusalem Post. You had the United States and Russia were sending warnings towards one another, just in case they launch more missiles, just in case they deliver more missiles to Ukraine, and Russia with their nuclear doctrine as well too. So we seeing the escalation are heating up, and it's ramping up more and more between Russia and the United States. Just like it says in Isaiah 13 verse 17, which the Heavenly Father will store up the needs, which is Russia going against Babylon. And that's what we're still mentioning about that. So they're going to continue to see more nuclear warnings towards one another. This is Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 4. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And I will bring thee forth with all my army, horse and horsemen, all of them built from all sorts of armor, giving a great company of shields, all of them with swords. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 5, it says, Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, with all of them were should of him. Right, and these are the same nations that I just mentioned of Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya. These are the same nations that Russia was allies with. They recently had meetings with each other, so building up their military cooperations, continue building up their economic cooperations, their ongoing tensions that they have toward the Western countries. And these are the same armies of nations that Russia is going to be a guard unto. And that's why it makes perfect sense, because you got the pro-Iranian groups over there, you got the Syrian armies, you got the Russian armies over there in Syria. They all team up together going against the Israel Defense Force and the allies of the United States Army. So they're going against them. So Russia is going to be brought to these nations of Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey. Yep, Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 5, it says, Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, with all of them were shield of him. And this is the prophet Salakia, Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 6. It says, Gomer was the modern day Turks, and on his bands, the house of Tokyo, so as we've been mentioned this countless of times, Turkey, even though they play both sides of the fence, but over there in Iraq and Syria, even have the Turkish armies continue to do military operations over there against the Turks that runs. I believe it was once recent news article came out that Turkey is continuing to prepare continue to do a more Turkish soldiers department over there in the area, throughout Iraq, throughout Syria. The president of Yerevan said he's going to potentially deploy more troops over there in the area. Which, they going against the Kurdistan armies. Then you have the YPG and the PKK group, which is part of the pro-Kurdistan going against the Turkish armies. So even though Turkey playing both sides of the fence, I believe the Syria Democratic Forces, I believe they part of the, if I'm not mistaken, I think they allies with the United States, if I'm not mistaken. Because I believe the United States have warned them and their affiliates, their allies, warning that Turkey not to use, ground operation, which they continue doing against the Kurdistan armies. So I believe they, the Kurdistan, they are allies with the United States as they've been continuing to warn them. Even though Turkey, they play on both sides of the fence. But it makes perfect sense that you would have so it makes perfect sense. That's why it's heating up over there in the area. But definitely for sure we're gonna have the dragons of Arabia, we're gonna have the Russian armies, the Syrian armies, but you still got Russian based armies over there in Syria. But you can have the Israel Defense Force been using airstrikes towards them. And they've been using airstrikes towards the rebel groups, which they recently made a resurgence over there in the area. And then you had and the good thing about it is too, I believe day before yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, you had one of the rebel leaders sent that message towards Iran. I mean not Iran, towards the Israel Defense Force about something they occupying over there in the Golden Heights and right along that area over there in Syria as well too. So that's going to stir up more attentions, because you already been having the currencies between, Iran versus Israel, the pro-Iranian groups, they all team up together going against the Israel Defense Force. You already been having that. And it's been a different type of war as well too, which is going to potentially heat up over there in the area as well too. Just like it says in the book of Isaiah 17 verse 1, that Damascus should be in the city and should be Israel heat. That's what we're seeing. Even though, those Syrian citizens been celebrating over there because the rebels had overthrown the Assad regime, but it's going to be another potential escalation heating up over there, which was going already taking place. Now you're going to have multiple escalations heating up over there in the area, but we're still going to see that prophecy coming past the field, Isaiah 17 verse 1. So, I just want to make a long side note with that. So I'm going to get back to that Ezekiel 38 verse 5. It says, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with all of them were shield of him. And this is the prophet Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 6. It says, Gomer and all all his bands, and as a total, the North Koreans and all his bands ain't even with it. Right, so the Turkish armies still got high rank in Syria, and they're going to be continuing going against the Kurdistan armies. Because you know that I believe they've been at war with each other since the 1980s all the way to now. So they over there as well too. So you got many different. So you got many different type of escalations going on, proxy wars, the nuclear escalation. So it's only going to continue to heat up over there in the area. So that's why it makes perfect sense, like it says in Joel the third chapter, that the Heavenly Father continued to gather the nations up over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, army get armed without one. And that's what it said. It's only going to continue to heat up for them. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 7, it says, Be thou prepared for thyself and all thy companies that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Right, so Russia is going to be a guard to these nations. So Russia is going to be a guard to these nations of Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey. Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 1, it says, Therefore, thy son of man prophesy against God and say, Thus saith Yahweh thy power. Behold, in the midst of your God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Ezekiel 38, verse 2, and I will turn you back and put hooks into Ezekiel 39, verse 2, it says, And I will turn you back and leave but the sixth part of thee, and I will cause it to come up from the north part, and I will bring thee upon the mount of Israel. Ezekiel 39, verse 3, it says, And I will smite thy bow out thy left hand, and I will cause thy arrows to fall thy right hand. This is prophet Ezekiel, prophet Isaiah Slack. Prophet Isaiah 17. Prophet Isaiah 17, verse 1. It said, The burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be as a relief. Right, so we're going to see this prophecy going to come to pass of Damascus is taken away from being a city, and shall be as a relief. Especially like different parts, a lot of different parts over there in Syria, you're still going to have nuclear escalations over there in the area. So even if they had like the overthrow of the Assad regime, you're still going to have nuclear escalations heating up over there in the area. But definitely primarily over there in Damascus and Syria. But you're going to still have Israel Defense Force. They'll try to occupy in Syria. And then you're going to have the rebel groups. They're going to be clashing against the Israel Defense Force. So, they're going to team up with Russia and all them. And Israel Defense Force continue to use heavy airstrikes over there in the area, So, hey, that's why the Heavenly Father's gathering the nations up over there in the area. But definitely for sure, we're going to see this prophecy that's going to come to pass and be fulfilled of Isaiah 17, verse 1. As we said, Damascus is taken away from being the city and should be Israel and people. So you're still going to have the nuclear escalations over there in the area, especially over Damascus and Syria. Right, because even though they have like some type of government, like a transitioning of power, because the former president, he had been a president for a long time over there in the area. His Hashar regime has ended. He had fled to Moscow, but that's still not going to stop nuclear escalations continue to increase over there. This is the prophet Isaiah. This is the prophet Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. It says, Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which they shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Right, so Russia versus the United States armies. So the Medes was the Russian, Heavenly Father will stir up the Medes was the Russian against the United States armies. So as for gold and silver, they shall not delight in it. So with that, we go ahead and close it out with Spirit Power versus the Hawaii Chat. Once again, out here on the highways and hedges, the Chief Justice Concourse on this December the 18th, 2024, on this Wednesday afternoon in the Hawaii Chat. As always, for giving us the opportunity chance to come out and do so, lifting up the names on the Hawaii Chat and Barack Obama, and shout out to that brother E board and Barack Obama and your household as we continue lifting up the names on the Hawaii Chat. So once again, out here on the highways and hedges, the Chief Justice Concourse on this Wednesday afternoon, December 18th, 2024. So we continue to occupy prophecies, sound the alarm, blowing trumpet, and prophesy against great countries and great kingdoms, a war, even the pestilence, now so more than ever. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to the Yahweh, by Hashem, talk about any Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh. The Son we got Son, Hashem, and Mashiach, until next time, like I said, cool man, Shalala, and above all,